Part 1. Opening and Case Story, 0 to 10 minutes. Islamabad and CCIA action. Horrifying revelations. Awareness for parents. Karamat Age, Janjua, Scene 1. Opening hook and warning. Camera on host. Light suspenseful but respectful background music. Host, serious, impactful tone. Do you know that your child's online best friend, the one they chat with for hours, might not be who they claim to be? In Pakistan's Federal Capital Region, a predator was arrested who pretended to be a girl and trapped hundreds of children through social media. Their private lives, their innocence, and their trust were all turned into a nightmare. If your child uses a mobile phone, the next 10 minutes might be the most important 10 minutes of your life. This video is not just a news story. It is a loud alarm ringing at your doorstep. Scene 2. Introduction of the case. Who is the suspect? On-screen graphics. Name, area, key facts. Host voiceover. Host voiceover. Viewers, a horrifying online exploitation network has been uncovered connected to Islamabad and Rawalpindi. The main suspect is Tamoor Mahmood, reportedly from Murray, who was arrested by the National Cybercrime Investigation Agency (NCCIA) from the Rawalpindi area. The investigation started when one brave victim finally spoke up against blackmail, shared everything with his parents and the authorities, and that one step opened the door for this entire operation. Scene 3. Modus operandi. Fake girl profile. Social media trap. Use visual prompt 1 here. Host. Taimoor's method was calculated and manipulative. He created fake social media profiles on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, using female names and attractive profile pictures. He would search for school and college kids, look at their profiles, and guess their age, interests, and vulnerabilities. He always chatted as a girl, whether the victim was a boy or a girl, so they would trust him as a best friend or sister-like friend and slowly start sharing personal details. Scene 4. Grooming, private images, and blackmail. Use visual prompt 2 here. Host. The pattern was always similar. Casual chatting, friendly jokes, emotional support, and then slowly pushing boundaries. First, he would ask for normal selfies, then more private photos, and then extremely explicit images and videos that should never be shared with anyone. He would give clear instructions. How to hold the camera, which angle to use, what exactly to record. Innocent children, thinking they were talking to a trustworthy girl, crossed their limits without realizing that a dangerous predator was hiding behind the screen. Scene 5. 600 plus. Videos and international groups. Use visual prompt 4 here. Host. Voiceover with on-screen graphics. From just one mobile phone. More than 600 explicit videos and images of children were recovered, including both Pakistani and foreign victims. These were being shared in multiple WhatsApp groups involving people from different countries. There are indications that some of this material was linked further into the dark web, where such content is bought, sold, and circulated among hidden networks. The suspect used these videos to continuously blackmail the children, demand money, and threaten to leak their content to families or on social media if they refused. Scene 6. Emotional shift. This is not just one case. Camera back on host. Softer lighting. Emotional background music. Host. This is not just one case file, not just one phone, not just one criminal. Behind these numbers are real children, real families, and real lives destroyed. Our goal in this video is not only to expose this case, but to awaken every parent and every young person so that they can recognize the danger before it's too late. In continuation of earlier part, not to be voiced over. Part 2, Scale of the Problem and Parents' Role, 11 to 20 minutes. Scene 7, Bigger Picture, Child Abuse Statistics, Pakistan Map, Highlighted Cities, Simple Motion Graphics. Host: if you think that after this arrest the danger is over, you are sadly mistaken. Reports from child protection organizations show that in just one recent year, thousands of cases of child sexual abuse were recorded across Pakistan, on average, more than 10 children every single day. Many of these cases come from Punjab, including districts like Kasar, Rawalpindi, and Islamabad, and most victims are between 11 and 15 years old. These are school-going kids' children who should be worrying about exams, not predators. Scene 8, Blackmail and International Network, Motion Graphics showing chat groups, World Map, Dark Web Concept. Host voiceover: Taimur. S case is a clear example that these crimes are not limited to just one city or one platform. The material recovered was being shared in multiple international WhatsApp groups, where the content could be downloaded, forwarded, and abused again and again. Investigations suggest links reaching into dark web-style platforms, where such exploitation networks try to hide behind anonymity. Cybercrime units are now trying to trace not only this one person, but anyone connected to these groups and channels. Scene 9, Numbers that tell a painful story, simple infographics, yearly cases, daily average. Host: reports by organizations working on child protection show that child sexual abuse cases in Pakistan have been rising over the years, with thousands of reported incidents annually. The actual number may be much higher because many cases are never reported. Every single number in these charts represents a child whose trust was broken, whose safety was destroyed, and whose family was left in shock and trauma. This is not a statistic problem. It is a human problem. If you think that after this arrest the danger is over, you are sadly mistaken. Reports from child protection organizations show that in just one recent year, thousands of cases of child sexual abuse were recorded across Pakistan, on average, more than 10 children every single day. Many of these cases come from Punjab, including districts like Kasar, Rawalpindi, and Islamabad, and most victims are between 11 and 15 years old. These are school-going kids' children who should be worrying about exams, not predators. Taimur's case is a clear example that these crimes are not limited to just one city or one platform. The material recovered was being shared in multiple international WhatsApp groups, where the content could be downloaded, forwarded, and abused again and again. Investigations suggest links reaching into dark web-style platforms, where such exploitation networks try to hide behind anonymity. Cybercrime units are now trying to trace not only this one person, but anyone connected to these groups and channels. Reports by organizations working on child protection show that child sexual abuse cases in Pakistan have been rising over the years, with thousands of reported incidents annually. The actual number may be much higher because many cases are never reported. Every single number in these charts represents a child whose trust was broken, whose safety was destroyed, and whose family was left in shock and trauma. This is not a statistic problem. It is a human problem. Part 3. Practical Guidance for Parents. Scene 10. What can parents do? Use visual prompt 3 here. Host: warm but firm tone. So what can parents actually do? In today's world, children often have almost free access to the internet, in the name of homework, online classes, and entertainment. Many parents think, my child is in their room, so they are safe. But the real danger often lives inside the screen. Here are some practical steps. Set clear rules for screen time and device usage. Keep devices out of bedrooms at night. Enable parental controls, safe search filters, and age restrictions on apps and browsers. Build a relationship where your child feels safe to talk about anything, especially anything that feels uncomfortable or scary online. Regularly review their friend lists, followers, and messages, not secretly, but with open communication and trust. Explain why you are checking. Teach them basic digital safety. Never share private photos, home address, school details, or live location with anyone they don't know in real life. Scene 11. Law. Reporting and help. On-screen, PECA, NCCIA, FIA branding, helpline numbers. Host. In the case we discussed, cybercrime authorities have registered a case under Pakistan's cybercrime laws and are expanding their investigation to identify everyone involved in this network. If you suspect that your child is being groomed, harassed, or blackmailed online, or if you yourself are a victim, do not stay silent. You can contact cybercrime complaint channels in Pakistan and organizations like Rosen and other child protection NGOs that provide counseling and guidance. Their helplines and contact details can be life-saving. Yes, making the first call may feel scary or embarrassing, but that one call can change everything. Part 4. Direct message to children and teens, 20 to 25 minutes. Scene 12. Speaking directly to victims. Camera closer to host. Plain background, soft emotional music. Host. Now I want to speak directly to the children and teenagers who might be watching this. Maybe you have already shared a picture or video that you regret. Maybe someone is blackmailing you right now, threatening to send your photos or videos to your parents, your friends, or your school. Listen carefully. Silence is not the solution. The more you hide, the stronger the blackmailer becomes. They use your fear as their weapon. If you stay quiet, they can destroy your confidence, your future, and your family's peace. But if you speak up, you take away their power. Host. Stronger tone. Remember, one boy gathered the courage to tell the truth to his parents and to the authorities. Because of that courage, a dangerous predator was arrested, and many other children were protected from future harm. When someone takes the first step towards justice, they are not only saving themselves, they are protecting many others they will never even meet. Scene 13. Harsh reality, shown symbolically. Use visual prompt 5 here. Host. Heavy. Emotional tone. On the other hand, when we hide these crimes, when children are too scared to speak, and when society blames the victim instead of the criminal, then we see the worst tragedy stories we hear in the news that make our hearts freeze. Our goal is not to frighten you, but to wake you up. We want every child in this country to be safe, to grow up without this fear, and to know that they are not alone. Scene 14. Hope, courage, and faith. Host. Dear children and teenagers, your life and your dignity are priceless. They are gifts from Allah, and nobody has the right to steal them from you. Your parents may get angry at first, but deep down they are your biggest protectors. When you tell them the truth, you give them a chance to save you. Your one act of honesty, one message, one confession, one phone call can stop a criminal. Save other children and start your own healing. Part 5. Call to action and ending, 25 to 27 minutes. Scene 15. Clear message to parents and youth host. If you are a parent, talk to your children today. Don't wait for the right time. Ask them calmly about their online life, what apps they use, who they chat with, what makes them feel uncomfortable. If you are a teenager watching this, open your contacts right now and remove anyone you don't truly know in real life, especially those who push you to share photos, videos, or secrets. No online friend is worth risking your life and your future. Scene 16. Social responsibility and sharing host. Determined tone. Your awareness can save a life. Your monitoring can save your child. And your one share of this video might protect a child in another city whom you will never meet. Please share this video in your WhatsApp groups, family groups, school and community groups, so that every parent, every teacher, and every young person can learn these warning signs and safety steps. May Allah protect all our children. Pakistan Zindabad. Camera slowly zooms out. Music fades gently. Visual prompts. English. Ready for image tools. Use these exact English prompts for CapCut or any AI. Image generator. 1. Modus operandi. Fake girl profile. Scene 3. A cinematic, high-detail shot of a suspicious man in his late 20s with Pakistani features, sitting in a dimly lit room in Rawalpindi. He is illuminated only by the blue glow of a laptop screen. On the screen, a fake female social media profile is visible with a generic girl's avatar and chat window. Shadows on the wall look like a predator's claws. Dark, moody atmosphere, 8K resolution, realistic textures. 2. Innocent child and digital trap, Scene 4. A symbolic digital artwork showing a young, Pakistani schoolboy in uniform looking at a smartphone with an innocent smile. From the phone, thin glowing digital spiderwebs are spreading out, leading towards a dark, faceless silhouette sitting in the shadows in the background. The background includes a subtle outline of Islamabad's Margalla Hills. High contrast, dramatic lighting, storytelling visual. 3. Worried parents monitoring, Scene 10. A realistic, emotional scene of a concerned Pakistani father and mother in a typical middle-class Pakistani living room. They are standing close together, looking at a smartphone with expressions of deep worry and shock. In the background, a TV screen shows a news headline about cybercrime arrest. Warm indoor lighting, cinematic photography, focus on facial expressions of anxiety and protection. 4. NCCIA action and dark web, Scenes 5 and 8. A professional news-style graphic. A pair of metal handcuffs lying on a computer keyboard. On the monitor, a complex interface representing the dark web with blurred images of chat groups and code. In the foreground, a slightly blurred badge or logo inspired by a Pakistani cybercrime agency, no real logo, with text-style aesthetics similar to cybercrime investigation. Cold blue and red emergency lighting, sharp focus, 4K resolution. 5. Symbolic image of tragic outcomes, Scene 13. A powerful, conceptual image. A lonely, discarded school bag lying near a dark alleyway in a Pakistani city at dusk. In the distant background, the red and blue flashes of a police siren are softly visible and out of focus. The mood is somber and melancholic, representing the tragic loss of innocence. Gritty texture, cinematic wide shot, evoking a sense of urgency and caution. If you are a parent, talk to your children today. Don't wait for the right time. Ask them calmly about their online life, what apps they use, who they chat with, what makes them feel uncomfortable. If you are a teenager watching this, open your contacts right now and remove anyone you don't truly know in real life, especially those who push you to share photos, videos, or secrets. No online friend is worth risking your life and your future. Your awareness can save a life. Your monitoring can save your child. And your one share of this video might protect a child in another city whom you will never meet. Please share this video in your WhatsApp groups, family groups, school and community groups so that every parent, every teacher, and every young person can learn these warning signs and safety steps. May Allah protect all our children. Pakistan Zindabad.